Okay, so here I am. I'm testing one of the items I got from the yard crawl over the last weekend. This, if you saw my other videos, is the Sony. It's the CFD-S350. It is a CD player, a radio, and a cassette player. I got it, as you can see, for $1. It had no power cord at the time, and of course people said that it did work. So you will notice that looking at this, there's a little dent in the screen for the speaker, which is not a huge deal. Let's see, opening the CD, there is some dirt and debris in there that'll have to be cleaned out. If we look at the cassette player, look at the cassette player, there is some dirt in there. I know it's kind of hard to see. And when looking at this, see, it has a handle. It's got the antenna, so the antenna looks fully intact, which is good. Okay, I'm going to pause it for a second and flip it over. All right, looking at the bottom, one of the most important things you want to do when getting electronics is to check out the battery compartment, because a lot of times the batteries that were in there are left in there and they are corroded and it is just a big mess. And so let me take that cover off. All right, so I got the cover off, and fortunately I am in luck. There were no batteries in there. Of course, I did check that before I purchased it. It looks real clean, so that battery compartment is not going to be an issue. So I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to go from there. As you can see, it's flipped back over now, and I do have a power cord. It was a pretty standard power cord. The one thing I did forget to show you was that there's the where the power cord goes. It's pretty standard. I have several of these power cords, so that was no problem getting that. So I do have a power cord, and of course I have a cassette. Katrina and the Waves, can't go wrong with that. So we're going to test the cassette with that, and then a little Coltrane to test the CD player. So I'm going to get this plugged in, and we're going to get this going. Okay, we are plugged in. I'll test the radio first, and I don't really anticipate a problem with that. And then we will test the cassette player and then the CD. Usually, this kind of condition, if something's going to go wrong, it's probably going to be the CD player. The cassette player may be with the belt probably not working or something like that, but shouldn't be a problem. So let's go ahead and turn on the radio, and let's hope for the best. Well, we do have noise, that's good. So now let's just see if we've got we can find a...
part of the conversation that we need to have collectively.
All right, so that looks good.
What is sacred and how does it work?
Okay, so that was good. The radio works. So now we're going to test the cassette player. So we'll eject it, take our cassette out. The cassette is good. And we're going to put that in there. And let's hope for the best on this. All right, let's go. And there's Katrina and the Waves. Let's fast forward it. And then stop. And then rewind. All right. Looking good. Okay, so we can take the tape out of there. Okay, we'll open up the CD compartment. We'll change to CD. And we'll see if we can hear a little Coltrane. This is where the biggest problem is going to be if it doesn't read the CD. Nope, it read it. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and play and see what that sounds like. Sounds like Coltrane. Okay, let's skip over to the next track. Yeah. It is equipped with this mega bass button, and as you can see, that's already on there. Took that off, and I never can tell the difference between those. Alright, but it looks like this is operational, so after it gets cleaned up a little bit, I will probably be able to sell this for, I've seen them go sell for between $25 and $40. There is a remote that goes with this. I don't have the remote, so, you know, there is that. I'll sell it without the remote, but it is in good condition other than the one, like I said, the one small dent. So that's where we are. That was my testing of one of my yard crawl finds.